Buenas tardes y bienvenidos a todos. Good afternoon and welcome, everyone. Welcome to a community dedicated to providing spiritual tools for living a happy and full life. My name is Karina Shear, and I am the spiritual director and founding minister here at the Center for Spiritual Living Puerto Vallarta. If you would like to join us for the live Zoom meeting, please contact me for the link and the password, or check our website, www.cslpv.org, and you'll find the link on the weekly talk section. Today is Sunday, August 3rd, 2025, and our topic for this month is On the Wings of Love. The topic for today is Launch of Love. One of the suggested readings for this month is a book by Thich Nhat Hanh, Teachings on Love. So at this time, I would like to once again welcome everyone, including those that are new to our teaching and to our center here in Puerto Vallarta, whether you are on the live Zoom call or watching the replay at a later time. Here we teach a philosophy and we honor all faith traditions. So whatever path you are on, know that it is the right one for you. Everyone is welcome. The philosophy we teach is called the Science of Mind. It is a teaching based on new thought and ancient wisdom, where we offer spiritual tools and principles to promote personal growth, and we honor diversity in all aspects. When Dr. Ernest Holmes first founded this teaching in the 1920s, he had studied both Eastern and Western spiritual texts in order to create the science of mind, which focuses on the individual use of thoughts and this powerful thing called the mind. When asked to provide a concise definition of the teaching of the science of mind, he had replied that it is a correlation of laws of science, opinions of philosophy, and revelations of religion applied to human needs and aspirations. So each week, we offer a service with an inspirational message. We offer a Zoom meeting at 10 a.m. and we'll be resuming our Sunday noon meetings at 12 p.m. on the first and third Sundays of the month. Unfortunately, this first Sunday, we are not able to meet in person. But when we do, or if you are on our weekly Zoom, then join us afterwards for some coffee and great conversation with like-minded people. And as part of my intention to grow this center, we are inviting a guest speaker on the second Sunday of each month to provide the message in Spanish with English translation. So if you are a Spanish speaker and would like to join me, please let me know so that you can be added to the list. And now, as we have been doing recently and have started doing once again, let's revisit the Creative Thought Magazine daily prayers or daily affirmations. So today I will be reading from August 2014 on Sunday, August 3rd. Spiritual mind treatment is always done in the first person. So I invite you to gently close your eyes and take these words as your own. Bursting with gratitude, I open myself to the power and presence of the One. I know there is only God and nothing else. The blessing of this moment is my awareness that I am forever enveloped in, permeated with, and created of the body of God. I am that I am. All that I am is God. I acknowledge and accept that in creating my life, God spoke its joyful yes into the cosmos, and I was born. I celebrate my life as the outpouring of God's joy and love. I celebrate my spirit as the awakening of myself within the God self. I celebrate the world around me as the feast prepared for me by the Great One upon the announcement of my birth. Life is joy and adventure, poetry and music, challenge and success. I choose now to celebrate my life with God. I choose to sing love songs to my soul and dance with my own reflection. I am God's yes, and I return this yes back to the one with joyful thanks. I send my words into the one and know that they are returned and multiplied in blessings around me. And so it is. And that was submitted by my friend, Reverend Stephanie St. Amon, who was a practitioner at the time of this submission. So now, as we do each week, let's review together our purpose, vision, and mission statements. We have a grand purpose here each week, and that is to awaken and celebrate diversity and to love and serve our community. We do this by means of our vision, creating the life you desire. And this is supported by our mission to provide spiritual tools for personal growth and transformation. More on all of these can be found on our website under their very own drop-down menu. So have a look at those for a deeper look into our mission, vision, and purpose. So this month of August, our focus is on the love in this teaching of the science of mind. Love, when embraced, has the power to elevate our relationships with ourselves and all of life, guiding us to new heights. By surrendering to and exploring the intricate complexity of the law in action through our love, we can experience profound transformation. Each week, we will delve into the unique aspects of love's transformative power. Ernest Holmes said this: "This, then, is the teaching, love, and law." So often, love is seen as an idea or ideal, a state to be attained. However, love is truly realized in our actions, our choices, and our behaviors. Embracing and exploring the ever-changing aspects of love is how we keep it alive, whether in meditation with ourselves or in communion with others. Love begins and grows, but it can also dull or become stagnant. May this month celebrate the space for us to soar high and stay grounded in love, allowing it to flourish in all of its forms. If God is all there is, and God is love, why would we say something or someone is not God or love? Why would we not love the God that we are ourselves? Why would we put any conditions on loving the very expressions of God outside of ourselves? The four immeasurable minds in Buddhism are expressions of God that we can all practice in a greater way each and every day. Loving kindness, compassion, joy, and equanimity are not static states that we attain, but rather they are practices that make our lives more open and available to the love of the law every day. And we are here to do just that. The four immeasurable minds are practices that we can launch, or that they can launch us into a deeper understanding and embodiment of love. They align beautifully with the principles that love is the self-givingness of spirit, and that peace, joy, and wholeness are the natural expressions of the divine within us. Ernest Holmes wrote this: "Love points the way, and law makes the way possible." So the practice of love. This is our work, consciously infusing every moment that we can with love. This is a great idea, but the practice may be challenging and on some days, even daunting. This is where we call upon the four immeasurable minds as mindsets, practices, and exercises to assist us in infusing every moment with love. So let's practice loving kindness, compassion, joy, and equanimity this week to launch into this month's focus on love and to stay in love. In the teachings of love, Thich Nhat Hanh wrote this: if we can learn ways to practice love, compassion, joy, and equanimity, we will know how to heal the illness of anger, sorrow, insecurity, sadness, hatred, loneliness, and unhealthy attachments. So what are the four immeasurables? The four immeasurable minds, also known as the four boundless qualities or Brahma Viharas in Buddhism, are four heart-centered states that are considered essential for awakening, compassion, and right relationship with all beings. They're called immeasurable because they are qualities that, when cultivated, extend boundlessly to all beings without limit, condition, or exception. So how do we practice these four immeasurable minds? There isn't a single way for each one, but there are some ways to embody these minds. Loving kindness, also known as metta, is a quality of gentle friendliness and goodwill toward yourself and others. It's not attachment or sentimentality, but rather it's open-hearted, universal care. The sincere wish for this metta is, may all beings be happy. And a practice for this one is to silently repeat phrases such as, may I be happy, may you be happy, may all beings be happy. The second is compassion, also known as karuna, and the response of the heart to suffering, yours or another's. Not pity, but a deep resonance with the pain of others and a desire to alleviate it. The tender wish is this: may all beings be free from suffering. And a practice for this is feel with another without being overwhelmed. Hold the pain gently in the light of care and presence. The third is joy, also known as mudita. Joy in the happiness and good fortune of others, free of envy or comparison. It's the antidote to jealousy, cultivating genuine delight in another's blessings. And the celebratory wish is, may all beings know joy and success. A practice for this is when someone shares good news, say inwardly and outwardly if you wish, how wonderful for them. May their joy continue and grow. And the fourth, equanimity, also known as upeka. It's a spaciousness, a steady mind and heart, not cold or indifferent, but deeply balanced. It recognizes that each being is on their own path with their own karma and growth. The wise wish is, may all beings abide in peace and abundance. A practice for this one is to breathe deeply and affirm, I allow life to unfold. I meet it with compassion, but I do not cling or resist. And here's a quote again from Thich Nhat Hanh from the Four Immeasurable Minds of Teaching on Love. He wrote, "The Buddha taught that it is possible to live 24 hours a day in a state of love. Every movement, every glance, every thought, and every word can be infused with love." And finally, acceptance. Where in your life are you unaccepting of life as it unfolds? Acceptance doesn't require that you like every circumstance or agree with every experience. It's about acknowledging reality as it is, rather than as you wish it to be. Are you willing to say yes to the reality of life, even when it's uncomfortable or painful? This yes doesn't mean resignation, but rather it opens the door to freedom, a freedom from resistance, judgment, and the inner turmoil that keeps us separate from love. In this acceptance, we find the spaciousness to move through challenges with a more open heart, making space for the love that lies beyond our preferences and aversions. Ernest Holmes wrote this: "Life is not only where we are, it is what we are. It is in as well as all around us. And its whole impulsion is love. The universe does rest on the shoulders of love. Love is the real lodestone of life." So you are invited to actively practice love, not as a comforting phrase, but as a lived reality. Seek out places and relationships where you can intentionally embody loving kindness, compassion, joy, and equanimity. This practice challenges us to go beyond our comfort zones and to confront the edges of our capacity of love. It may not be easy, but it is a practice that you are capable of, and the growth that comes from it is worth the effort. To deepen this journey, consider partnering with someone, perhaps a friend, a colleague, or a fellow seeker, and share your experiences of practicing the four immeasurable minds together. By reflecting with one another, you create mutual support and inspiration, enriching the practice for both of you. And today I'll leave you with this quote from Maya Angelou. She said, "I am grateful to have been loved and to be loved now and to be able to love, because love liberates." And that brings us to our affirmation for the week. I am amazed by my journey in love today. And so now it's time for our news and updates at our center. If you are interested in learning more about the Science of Mind teaching, we offer courses via Zoom as well as in person. So connect with me or check our website to find out the details. There is a drop-down section for classes that are upcoming. And let me know if there's any specific courses or meditation or even a book study that you would be interested in taking so that we can set up dates for these as well. And of course, our accredited courses will be resuming once again in September. So let me know if you are interested in taking any of these courses. Also, let me know if you are interested in a one-on-one connection for a spiritual mind treatment, and we can set up a time for that. Also, if you would like to become a member of the Center for Spiritual Living Puerto Vallarta for this current year, as membership does renew annually, or if you would like to be on the be a member on our board of trustees, please contact me so that you can be sent the application form. I'd also like to remind you to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel and Facebook page. By liking our pages, you help to encourage others to like and subscribe as well. So please help us out. And now it's our time for mindful giving and financial support of our spiritual home. We rely on your support to continue our center here in Puerto Vallarta so that we can continue offering this powerful teaching of the science mind. And we bless the financial gifts that you give today, no matter the amount. Donations can be made using either PayPal or Tithely, and you can find the links for these on our website, www.cslpv.org. There are buttons on both the landing page as well as on the top of the page where you find the weekly talks. Alternatively, you can still mail in a paper check by addressing it to Centers for Spiritual Living Puerto Vallarta, CSLPV, number 403, 2125 Birch Road, Kelowna, BC, V1Y 8M1. And now please join me in our offertory affirmation. I know that my giving blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, and all that I give and receive. I do give eternal thanks for the abundance that is mine to share. So thank you for coming and sharing this time together. And let's continue practicing peace. We can each be a force for peace and nonviolence. Our words and our actions create ripples of peace all around us and beyond. Peaceful living includes acting with compassion, kindness, and consideration. And it also includes standing up against injustice. Today, more than ever, we need to stand for peace. So hug your friends, hug your loved ones, and hug your neighbors. May peace and love be with you. Blessings to all. Namaste.